Ring-a-ling-a-ling, I'm vlogging, and hello, I have not vlogged in so long. I have been filming, don't get me wrong. However, by the time I get around to thinking, oh, it's time to edit this together, I have a giant pile of footage all over the place, and I'm just like, let me start over. Even though I have been absent on YouTube for several months now, yeah, um, I have been sculpting a ridiculous amount. I'm getting around to restarting my shop. I just have to buy the hardware to assemble all of these. These are new charms that I made actually since January. Right now it's the 1st of April. Yeah, it's April Fool's. It's the 1st of April. But this is what I've been making. And I'm also working on a shop launch or a shop drop April 9th. And I'm going to try and do these drops in smaller batches. These ones I'm not putting out as yet, but I did make a couple of these ones. It's going to be a small drop. So basically what happened is that I made worry stones, and some of the worry stones have matching charms. So for example, I made strawberry cow worry stones, and it has a texture on the back. And then I also made the brand new strawberry, like these have been out of stock for a while, but I made brand new strawberry cows, so that's what it looks like. And it has little udders. So if you don't want the worry stone, that's an option. And they're also fun to hold because they're like, I know it's not a worry stone, but the square shape is nice. And then there's a blueberry cow worry stone, and it has a blueberry texture. The blueberry texture is a little bit more raised than the strawberry one. So if you want a flatter texture, go for the strawberry. If you want more of like a grippier one, then go for the blueberry. And then there's like the blueberry cow to go with it. And just to let you know, the cows with the udders, they're all girls. And then I have this frog with a firefly in the middle, and the butt of the firefly glows in the dark. Oops, sorry. But on the back there are fairy wings. So these are fairy frogs. And then I need to make more of these. I have fairy frog charms. So, and it has little wings on the back. So yeah, this inspired this, even though like this is a little bit different. I didn't put the green spots on it. And then these ones that I'm going to show you, they don't have charms to go with them, but I need to work on it. I have Lucky Black Cat, and the back is smooth. So I'm just like, okay, let me make a couple of smooth backs. So I did that with these guys. And then I have Galactic Torty, so Galaxy Torty. So it has a little glow-in-the-dark mood in the middle. Flat back. I guess I could have put the tails on them, or I could have given them dangly tails, but I'm just like, I think I'm just gonna do it this way and see what happens. And if they're popular, maybe I'll explore with the designs a bit more. They aren't perfect, but they are glazed, so I'm just like, okay, let me see how it is, and hopefully the launch goes well. But I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling out clay for the Lucky Cats and the Galaxy Cats. The worry stones are, oops, I almost knocked this over. The worry stones are up, okay? So if you want to go ahead and make a purchase for worry stone, that's great. But I'm also working on a charm version of the worry stone. So it's like, if you're not into worry stones, this is okay too. You can even use this as like a fidget, because it's like square like a dice. So if you're one of those people that enjoy the shape of these little guys, that's great. So the ones that I have so far is that fairy frog, strawberry cow, and blueberry cow. I have to work on the black cats. I'm gonna try and get those done today, just because my desk is full of half-finished charms. Like, I have cats, I have Tom Nook, I have Isabel, I have Tails, I have Sonic, I have I have more fairy frogs because I didn't make enough. I have green dragons, and I have space dragons. So, oh, and I have shrimp. And I have one other thing, but I forgot what it was supposed to be, so it's just there. And there's like random Honduras bats on my desk too, but this is incomplete because I have to still paint on the brown part. This is the wrong brown. But yeah, there's like a couple of random projects that are incomplete on my desk, and I need to complete them and bake them by the end of the day. Also, I've been having like these terrible breakouts on my face because now my locks are long enough to cover my forehead, and I don't think my forehead likes it. So I'm just gonna like, I look really tired and exhausted, so I'm just gonna go refreshen my, it's not wrinkles, it's just a lot of discoloration going on in my face because my allergies have been going crazy as well, because my face is breaking out in acne and my back is breaking out in hives. It's been like that all winter. I know I'm allergic to something. I'm getting an allergy test next week. I've gotten to the point where I can no longer use lotion. I have to use skin cooling type of oil. So I've been using grapeseed oil for my breakouts. I know it's eczema, but I was so used to like a little bit of eczema on my stomach, but now it's just like my shoulders look like garbage. So there we go. I'm getting an allergy test. So I washed and moisturized my face. I know I look a little bit greasy, but honestly, my face is super dry, and I don't know why I left that cupboard open. Ignore it. So anyways, gonna get to working. But I just want to let you know there's a reason why I'm restarting these vlogs. It mainly has to do with me trying to do some community building, because I am in talks with working with a nonprofit in order to do some free activities in the community. So I'm just like, okay, well, I need to start doing things that would be associated with said activities. And I am trying to do polymer clay related workshops. The first workshop that I have in mind, I don't think I should tell you yet, specifically, just because we are still in the process of finding a location, choosing a date, and setting things up. I do have the clay. It does need to be organized, and I need to find some funding for it because I need toaster ovens, like at least two of them. So it's just a bit of a process for me. However, the place that I'm looking at does provide chairs and tables, so I don't have to buy that. But it is the only venue that I could find that's affordable and within a budget as a small group starting out. So I'm just like, okay, let me see what happens. Hopefully it works out. I also have like these ACEOs. I don't know if you can, how well you can see it, but I sketched out a couple. I'm going to separate them. So this is supposed to be original ones, and these ones are supposed to be Pokemon. So I'm doing that. I am going to work on a cat series as well, but I have I'm planning on doing like coloring these in live stream, but I'm trying to set it up where I have a bunch of them all set up and ready to go for the live streams. And I also need to set up the new computer that I bought. That's another thing I'm working on. I have a lot of ideas. My brain has yet to process on how to finish those ideas. I'm pretty bad at finishing ideas. No, actually, I'm harder at like starting ideas. Actually, never mind. I'm bad at both. I just remembered I need to go through this container and take out all the pins because I am sending them to Anime North for the Momiji gallery, and I forgot to do these guys. I already have a couple of stuff listed, but I'm just like, I really need to get it done and out of the way because I'm realizing that knowing me, if I leave the list incomplete, I'll forget and I'll be scrambling last minute. So getting organized is hard. But the good news is I checked my emails and I just got confirmation that they would use the space that I have been looking at as a starter space. The goal is to get the event going more than twice a month. We're just starting with once a month for now, but with twice a month, if it exceeds more than twice a month that we have a full house for like 2 workshops in the month, then I mentioned how we can discuss finding a more wheelchair accessible place, because right now the place that I found, it has a lot of stairs, and I did consider like, oh, it's going to be difficult if you have a disability getting up those stairs, but I'm just like, there isn't any place that's affordable right now for me and wheelchair accessible. But the goal is to, I emphasize, like, the goal is to become accessible to that demographic of people. So hopefully, if the workshops work out, that will be something that'll happen in the foreseeable future. But then they gave me like a question list of how am I going to promote the workshops, and now I gotta work on that. I'm gonna take the next 2 days, the weekend, because right now it's Friday and it's Good Friday, but I'm gonna take the weekend to go through some of those questions. I'm not gonna do it today because this Friday I really need to be focusing on finishing my auction. It should take me like a half hour to an hour to finish the auction. No, the Momiji gallery list, but I really need to get to sculpting afterwards because there are some things I need to sculpt for the auction portion of the gallery. Okay, now that I'm done talking, I managed to finish the fairy frogs, the cats, and the space dragons. I gotta get around to doing this, but the goal is to fill up this entire surface. I know there's like a mess down here, but to fill this up before tossing things in the oven, just because I prefer having a fully loaded oven. Also, I need to make some red dragons. Yeah, because like the whole dragon thing, I want to do a couple of different colors. There's actually supposed to be 6 space dragons, but I dropped one somewhere, so I have to find it because the clay that I used to make it, which is this, I ran out. And I'm just like, yeah, I just have to find that one dragon that fell over. Okay, I forgot that I made a bunch of Stitch charms for Christmas and I gave them away, but I had one left over. The only reason why I didn't was I don't know, I just kept it for reference in case I needed to make more stitches. But no, I won't be selling these. It was just interesting to make. I am trying to make shrimp. Sorry, my desk is like a tornado right now. But I'm trying to make shrimps. This acrylic block is the only thing that's saving them, kind of like that door in Titanic. But anyways, I'm making shrimp. They look a little bit crunchy, but I'm just like, I'm gonna go for it even though they don't look perfect. Somebody will love them. I put tiny little legs on this one. I just need to stick the face on and draw them out later. So this is my pile of charms that I baked. Some of them, what's this? Ugh. It's random glaze. How did that get on there? Whatever. Anyways, I'll take it off later. Some of them I've already painted, so I put the spots on the frogs. But some of the frogs have mistakes. So, for example, the mistake, I'm going to let you guys see if you can spot it. Between these two, can you spot the mistake? Anyways, I also made shrimp, but they are, I need to clean some of these charms, but they're too big because I miscalculated, but I'm not going to remake them. And then some of these I made a mistake on the paint job, so there it is, so I need to clean it up. But the dragon cows look cute. I don't know if I'm going to put spots on them. I think I'm going to leave them plain. And then, I'm so stuffy. And then there's this space one, and I'm just like, it already has glitter in it. That's the spots. As for the cats, they have glitter, but I'm going to have to paint the design because these are supposed to be calicos, the one with the yellow eyes. And then the one with the green eyes, I'm supposed to draw a 4-leaf clover on the belly. Okay, these are a little messy, but I want to bake them so badly so I can clean them up. But the tray isn't full, and I'm just like, I'm trying not to get into the habit of half baking a tray because I don't want to waste space in the oven. I am attempting to make monkeys. This is the first time I'm making bipedal charms. I don't know if they're monkeying the way they should be monkeying, but I have to add a tail at the back. I also had to reconfigure like where I put the face because normally the face is at the center of the body, but because they're standing, I'm just like, let me move it higher up. Hopefully they translate well. I just need to add finishing touches. Behind them are the beagles, and I need to still add tails and eyes to those guys. So this is how the prototypes have turned out so far. This is version 1, and yeah, I didn't like how the color didn't come through. There was a lot of mooning, and mooning is like those cracky parts, and that just shows that the translucent clay was too dry. Then there's this version where I thought of putting the straw in like an anglerfish thing, but it didn't work out, and it's hard to reach the eye pin, so that didn't work out. Also with the fins, I tried to do like a gradient and it didn't work out the way I wanted to. Maybe it would work out better if I tried a little bit differently, but this is how they turned out. These are how the other colors turned out too. Because different colors bake differently. So yeah, but there's a version that I'm still working on, and I'll show you. So I'm going to end this vlog with the announcement of a secondary shop drop. I already have the worry stones available, but on April 25th, I'm going to be dropping a charm version similar to these worry stones. So if you want to go check that out, April 25th, to get a matching charm with your worry stone, go ahead. Honestly, these are kind of like worry stones too, because they're square shape, and if you like holding dice, you'll like holding these too. But yeah, this is just an announcement for that. And yeah, this is it for this video. I gotta hang up. Bye.